We have an update on the Oracle saga.
What?
This
Nothing happened.
story,
There's no
that's true.
what? There's nothing happened. There's no tanks here. There's
The
no. We're
breach.
fine.
This is not the breach you're looking for. So the title here is Oracle privately confirms cloud breach to customers, and this is from bleepingcomputer.com. So just to catch everybody up who may not have heard the last episode, a threat actor online has claimed that they hacked Oracle Cloud, basically been stonewalled, allegedly, by Oracle, who has up till now been publicly denying that they were hacked. The threat actor here has provided samples. They've provided some fairly substantial evidence that they compromised an infrastructure server that's part of Oracle Cloud's single sign-on infrastructure, which, by the way, was running a version of their identity and application management software that had a critical vulnerability from about 5 years ago. So not really awesome. That vulnerability, by the way, allowed remote unauthenticated access, and allegedly the actor here uploaded a web shell and was able to download the data that the system contained. And so there's been a bit of back and forth, with Oracle continuing to deny, the threat actor providing samples of the data to various different reporters. Some of those reporters have gone to the end customer of Oracle Cloud, and those customers have in turn confirmed that the information is legitimate. Basically, most of the world acknowledges that yes, this breach appears to be real, and now we have a new update that says that Oracle is in fact notifying, apparently privately, customers that were impacted. As far as I'm aware, there's not been a public admission that this has actually happened. The most recent statement I've seen is that they are saying that Oracle Cloud was not breached.
No.
The data was not belonging to customers, and apparently, oh, go ahead. You had something to add?
No. I was going to say, yeah. No. I mean, Oracle Cloud is fine. No. What was actually breached was Oracle Cloud Classic, completely
Yes.
separate.
I mean, I don't even know how you could get those things confused. They're so different. Like the average person really wouldn't in no way conflate those two things.
No, it's kind of like when Coke went to New Coke and then
Yes,
went
very
back to
much.
Coca-Cola Classic. I mean, so I don't understand what all the hoopla is. Clearly, Oracle Cloud was not hacked. Whatever this is, this little thing in Oracle Cloud Classic, completely look, it's just 6 million records in an old. Why? Look, they stand by their statement. Oracle Cloud was not hacked.
Yes, and it was old data. It was old data, but it was also from 2025. So look, it's obviously some sort of magic is happening here. I think this is beyond my ability to comprehend what has happened. It was not Oracle Cloud. It was Oracle Cloud Classic. It was only old data that was impacted, but the old data is as recent as 2025. I mean, I guess that's kind of where we're at.
Perhaps this is like the multi-cloud equivalent of the multiverse in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, where our version of Oracle Cloud wasn't hacked, but an Oracle Cloud on another version of our reality was actually hacked.
It bled in, and it somehow bled into our reality temporarily.
Right. Correct.
And it was breached, and apparently they're trying to get it back to its own.
I mean, it seems as valid an explanation as what their press release is putting out.
Yeah. Anyhow, there's a lot of lessons on how not to respond to a breach publicly in this situation. I really think this will be a case study for quite some time. And my guess is they will attract the attention of various regulators who may have questions about their response. I mean, it's good. Look, it's good that they're notifying customers. I think it's not so good that they had a piece of infrastructure with a 5-year-old critical vulnerability sitting out exposed to the internet, as a cloud provider. And it's kind of almost worse that they've just been deny. So we talked about, like, last time, the potential impact to reputation and trust. And look, I was the CISO for a cloud provider, and trust is everything. If you lose the trust of your customers, I it's really, really hard to get back. It's such a commodity service now. I don't know how you recover from that. Look, I'm not security guy. I'm not an economist. Hell, who knows? Maybe they end up like out selling more cloud because of this. I don't really know. The world is kind of upside down right now. But this is interesting times.
In other news, I don't think Oracle's going to hire you.
That's fine. If I don't work for another large company like that, I won't be sad.
And side story, a kind of footnote on this article. Apparently, they all had a breach. They also had a breach in their Oracle Health Services unit. So
Yes.
that's fun.
From so there, by the way, there's some other articles written, and they've similarly been kind of a pain in that context too, because this appears like it was end customer. This one feels a lot like the Snowflake breach, where it was end customer users. They were stolen and were somehow brute forced, and that was the mechanism by which the data was stolen, allegedly. And now the threat actor is actually going after the end customers of this Oracle Health service. And so Oracle's finally acknowledged the breach. They've contacted their customers and told them that they're not going to notify any regulators or end customers. It's going to be up to Oracle Health's customers to notify their customers and any regulators after they make their own assessment of what the data, whether the data is protected health information or not. On the one hand, I can kind of appreciate that position, but on the other hand, like in the bigger context, it leaves a really bad taste.
It does. It's a tough one. We've talked about this a couple times on the show of how much do you protect your customers from their own bad choices? And the last time we talked about this, I believe our conclusions were that these various providers, such as Oracle or Snowflake or others, probably are going to have to force more security on customer credentials just for their own reputation management. And I wouldn't be surprised if regulators for certain types of industry like health, finance, etc., start to push forward as well.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we're starting to see that. We actually have some stories later in the show that kind of exemplify that. I think that trend.